What's good, YouTube? I am joined by
Tyler.
And what you just do?
Top 32 YCS Atlanta.
And what were you using?
I was playing Burning Mist, Shaddoll, Zoo.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so there's 40 cards, 2 maxis, best trap of the format. And then for the Burning Abyss, I played Tour Guide. And then the one-ofs were Barbar, Alec, Calcab, Graf, Seer. And then 3 Farfa, 3 Skarm.
Farfa had to be insane against Zoo.
Oh, it was nuts. They try to do anything and you just Farfa and half the time the turn ends. And then I played Terratop Engine, which was absolutely broken. Just extends your plays like crazy. And along with those, I played a small Zoo Engine. All it is 3 rats and 1 whiptail.
Remember, it's an engine, not a deck sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. No barrage. Barrage was never needed. You just summon 2 level 3s and make Invoker, and that'll get you to rat. Or if you open with it, then you can just start going off like that.
Nice.
And then I played a Shaddoll engine, which was Rhino, which is part of the BA engine, but it has some overlap. It's the Earth Descend for Shakanaga. And then I played 3 Shaddoll monsters, a Hedgehog, a Dragon, and a Beast. And then, of course, 3 Fusion. No El Shaddoll. El Shaddoll is never needed. Cards a blowout versus Zodiac or Invoked or like literally anything in this format. For the spells, played 2 Chalice, of course the 3 Fusion. Book of Moon, Urgeki, and Foolish Burial. And for the traps, it's very simple, just the 6 best traps of the format, aside from Maxi. What would you like to
Next side deck.
Side deck. I didn't use half of my side throughout the event.
We'll go into what you use then.
I sided 3 anti-spells. I sided them in 1 game, and that was it. I didn't draw them or anything. Didn't really need them. Sided 3 Twin Twisters. I didn't side this that much. It just wasn't needed. There's a lot of artifacts going around. I didn't want to hit a Sanctum with it. I mean, I guess if you set it for a turn, hit barrier on the end phase, it's decent. But like if you're using it on your turn and they chain barrier, barrier's a blowout. It was good against Paleozoic. That's about it though. 2 Lancias, never sided it in. Didn't play against lawn mowing, thank God. So it's never needed. 2 Breakthrough Skill. It was amazing all day. It's a blowout versus Zoo. A lot of times they'll attack, and whenever they attack into your monsters, you break their skillet, and then it just dies.
They just crash, yeah.
Yeah, especially because like they'll attack and they'll activate Rat, anticipating that they'll banish your monster, and then you activate this, and they just go super neg.
And then you can also turn off Dridents later.
Yeah. On your turn, you just turn off Drident or whatever the problem is. 2 Dark Holes. These were great all day. Just your opponent makes a board, and then you break the whole board.
Yeah, you're one of the only decks. They also get advantage off breaking your own board.
Correct. It's a Flying Seed. I never got Flying Seed all day. I wasn't playing Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre just seemed lackluster. Because originally I was playing Ghost Ogre and Rubik, so that I could make Virgil with Flying Sea. But because I put the Shaddolls in, I could just fuse with Flying Sea for Shakanaga, so it's not a
nice
problem. And then for one-ofs, I sided a Torrential. In Emptiness, I asked all of my opponents if they wanted to side this out. Not a single one said yes. And most of them ended up losing because of it. And then I sided a Dweller. This was a mistake. This just bad. I actually lost me a game.
When you have Emptiness in the side dash to side it out, broken.
Yeah. For the extra deck, we have the Burning Abyss engine, which was 2 Dante, Beatrice, and and then Super Dante.
Super Dante.
Yep. That's it for the BAs.
How many times did you summon this during the day?
This, a lot actually, because if I summon Beatrice, most Zodiac decks, their only out is to Viper it. And typically she's sending Farfa so that they can't Viper it, so they end up destroying Beatrice with like Dark Hole or some kind of removal, and he gets summoned. And then if he gets summoned, like usually the game just ends like the next turn because there's no way to deal with that card. It just makes the deck go turbo mode. For the Shaddolls, I played 2. It was just Winda and Shekanaga. These were great. A lot of times I didn't even get to summon them because the second I activated Shaddoll Fusion, the opponent would just immediately scoop. I'll go into why he's insane in a second. But Winda obviously is ridiculous. And then for the Zodiacs, which is the entire rest of the extra deck, played 1 Invoker, obviously, just 2 level 3s, 2 Deridant, 2 Tiger Mortar, and 1 Bull, and 1 Warbow, and then 2 Emeralds. And the reason for 2 over 2 of this is I only play, the only targets I can search are Viper and Rat, and so the usefulness of this is negligible after turn 1 because I've already searched, there's nothing left to search, whereas this one I can equip Rat back from grave and basically do the full Zoo combo again after doing it turn 1, and also what doesn't come up as much, but you can activate it and reattach materials to your other monsters. So like one turn I got barriered on my Emerald, which basically turned off the whole combo, and I couldn't combo anymore. But then I overlaid into Tiger Mortar, attached Rat back to Emerald, did Emerald, and then did the full combo that turn. You can also attach material onto like Beatrice or things like that. It's really good.
Broken.
And that's it for the deck. What I was talking about with Shekanaga is if you go against Invoke Zodiac and they have a board of Crystal Wing and Rajin, you can out the whole board with 1 card. You activate Shaddoll Fusion, assuming that they don't have anything to stop it or whatever. You activate Shaddoll Fusion, and you send Hedgehog and Rhino Warrior. It doesn't matter how the chain is arranged, it doesn't matter what they book or what they negate, you're going to force both monster effects and not use your normal summon. Because regardless of which one activates, if they negate with Crystal Wing, you just, like say they negate this, you use this to send Farfa and take care of Rajin. If they negate this, then you add Beast or Dragon, and so he's active and can negate the Rajin. And then if they don't negate either of them, then you just send Farfa, target Crystal Wing, which will force it, and then you have Beast in hand to negate the Rajin.
All right. Any notable rounds through the tournament here?
I actually have them all on my phone. I played almost only Zodiacs, which was great. It's probably the deck's best matchup. My only losses were to Paleozoic, which I lost in time, funny enough.
And of course they have a lot of tools against your deck.
Yeah. If we had kept going, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to get it, but unfortunately, mechanic of the game is time. And then I lost the last round of Swiss to Zodiac. Opponent played very well. He opened pretty decent, and he ended up getting it. And then in top 32, I lost to Zodiac. Game 3, he just opened God. He had the full Zoo combo with Totem Bird, Barrier, Ghost Ogre, and Max Seed. Was not happening, so.
And any shout-outs here? I'm sure you have a lot of them.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank all my friends who played tested with me and supported me over the time I started playing this game. And my family, of course. Yeah, that's it.
All right, so topping YCS Atlanta with one of the coolest decks, Burning Abyss Shaddoll, with a small zoo engine. Thanks a lot for joining us, and hope to see you on the channel more in the future.
Thank you, sir.